And we are live. Alright. Hello everybody, your favorite Pokemon Mario here and your favorite guy Spill here.
And hey, everybody, it's Waluigi here.
Yep, and we got our other characters too. And JackTheMakerGuy is with us once again. And welcome back to another stream with us. Another stream with us. And tonight we're not gonna be doing a TV show this stream this time. Instead, we're gonna be watching a little throwback. So a few days ago was the fourth anniversary of when our creator and JackTheMakerGuy started our Creators Rewarded series, which debuted on April 18th, 2021. And to this day, we're still making some episodes, and the series still goes on to this very day. So we thought, in honor of its belated fourth anniversary, why not look back at some of the episodes, some of our favorite episodes we did so far. We're even going to watch the episodes that introduced us to Princess Skystar, Queen Novo, and OJ, in which OJ's introduction was in the 3-part video of our creator saving Selfie and Ho Ho. So yes, we have a couple of episodes to do. Hopefully we'll see about getting through all of them. If we don't get through all of them, we'll save them for our next episode, which might come out next week or something. We'll see how far we get. So anyways, let's start off with the first episode, which is when the time our creator gave Penny from Chalk Zone new glasses. This was the episode that started it all. It debuted on April 18th, 2024. It served as a sequel episode to when Chandler broke Penny's glasses and then he got grounded for it. So, yeah. So, let's just wait for this thing to buffer. Then we can get started. Alright, hold on a second. Alright, there we go. But in full screen, unmute. Alright, here it is. The first episode that started it all. So, yeah. Chandler broke Penny's glasses.
Chandler broke your glasses. Now,
Well, he asked to borrow my glasses. He tried them on, and then he threw them to the ground because he said my glasses make him look stupid.
Yeah, because when we saw Penny's glasses, her glasses reminded us of a cat. Those are like cat-eye glasses, so that's why Chandler thought the glasses made him look like a freaking cat.
that darn Chandler. I'm so sorry to hear about this, Penny.
Thanks, Justin. Those glasses have to be the right and I don't have them. But they have my glasses. Neither does my mom.
Penny, don't feel bad. I got something that will make you feel better.
Yep, and that was a new pair of glasses.
First, I want you to close your eyes.
Yeah, so he wanted her to close her eyes and hold out her hands.
Hold out your hands.
And boom, a new pair of glasses.
Now, open your eyes.
His first accomplishment.
Yes, I did, Penny. After I saw the last video, I went to the store and got you a new pair of the glasses you wear.
Yeah, I'm assuming Justin might have went to either Walmart or Goodwill or something like that. There's a bunch of stores he could have got those glasses from.
Go ahead. Try them on.
And thus, Penny's got her glasses back.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, because Penny cannot see without her glasses, just like Velma from Scooby-Doo. That's right, Mario.
Hey, what an unfair. Oh, here. What is it now, Penny? Hey.
And there's Rudy and Snap.
Well,
Well, Rudy,
I
it's
don't know
what I
if
do.
to feel offended or not since I'm a cat.
Yeah, Garfield, we're not offending you or anything. So everything's all good. And yep, Snap gave Justin $20.
than one DVD you're planning to make.
Yeah. Penny was referring to that Big Time Rush DVD Justin has, which is the complete first season, and he still has it as of this very day.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Big Time Rush, we've been seeing a lot of clips of it all over TikTok.
Oh, Big Time Rush is a very popular boy band, and our creator will be seeing them again later this year at Philadelphia for their third concert. Our creator is
Oh.
looking forward to seeing them again.
Yeah, I bet you do. By the way, you two, do you know where me and Waluigi can watch full episodes of our show?
Of your show?
No, I meant Big Time Rush's show.
Oh. I think there's some DVDs of it on Amazon, or try 123 Movies.
Okay, we'll make sure to do that.
All right.
Yeah, because ever since we saw all those clips on TikTok, me and Waluigi have been very interested in seeing it.
I did. I felt bad for Benny
Yeah.
watching the last video.
So yeah. And thus, Star Butterfly gave our creator his first reward: Die Hard with a Vengeance. And that is indeed true. In fact, Here it is right here. I still have it on DVD as of this very day.
Interesting. So when they were getting what did it say? You are rewarded.
Yeah, rewarded.
Thank you, everyone. I really do love Die Hard.
Yes. And thus, here comes more bucks.
I thought I told you to go to bed. You do realize that.
So I'm guessing it was made before she became a good guy or good girl.
Yeah, but this was before she redeemed herself, and Star Butterfly was referring to the time when she acted out the dinner table, which is a reference to that scene from Kramer vs. Kramer, and of course, Family Guy.
I see. You know, maybe you should guys actually make like a full compilation of every Justin Gets Rewarded episode ever.
Yeah, we might do that, Woody.
I swear to Las Vegas, if you say something to me one more time, Jake Long is going to burn you again.
Yeah, because he's the American Dragon. That's right, Smolder. And you're a dragon too, you know. That is true. And thus Morbucks tried to ground our creator. And yep, we have Jake Long dragoning up to burn Morbucks.
Well, guess you could say Morbucks is die on hard.
Yeah.
You were grounded until that season one of Big Time Rush on DVD.
Yeah, which I wouldn't get until May of that year.
Yeah. Also, I think this is way back right when your creator hated
will take you to Bowser's castle.
Yeah, Woody.
Yeah. You know. Like
so, yeah.
Oh.
So that was the first episode. Now here is episode 2, which is the time when our creator got rewarded on Mother's Day. Let's see, where is it? I believe it is this one right here.
And if Queen Crown question ever comes back, we'll promise the future and more future streams, and we might even try future Rabbi bills as well.
Yeah, we'll definitely try to do that for him. Hopefully he's back for real this time. Anyways, here's the episode where our career got rewarded on Mother's Day. And Mother's Day is actually coming up in just 2 more weeks on May 11th. So it's a little early thing for Mother's Day right now. So why not? And this was the first appearance where Star Butterfly has a new look where she now has the devil horns on her headband rather than those cat ears.
Man, I really love Truck Zone.
Yeah.
It is such an amazing show, and I'm glad it is still my favorite Nickelodeon show.
Yeah, Justin still loves Chalk Zone to this very day, folks.
Come in.
Yep, there she is. So yeah, Star Butterfly now has the devil horns on her headband rather than the cat ears to make her look more accurate.
Well, Star Butterfly, I am watching Truck Zone on my laptop. I'm watching the episode My Big Fat Truck Wedding Cost Debbie Dairy Hurries in this episode.
Yep, it's true. The voice of Jimmy Neutron was indeed on that episode of Chalk Zone, which we'll definitely watch soon.
That's awesome. But do you know what day it is today?
Oh, Mother's Day.
Yep, Mother's Day. Even though it's actually 2 weeks away from today, I'm guessing.
You got it, Star. You can count on me, and you will really love it.
Alright. Make sure you get it done before 2 p.m. Me, Jack, Jake Long and Sarah want to see how creative you will be with this card. I will also have more books make me a card.
Yeah. Well, Star wants more bucks to make a card too.
She's still a horrible villain.
Well, the reason why I want more books to make a card too, it's because she needs to learn a lesson.
Yeah, learn a lesson.
Well, anyways, I am gonna go talk to the Remember, make sure your card is done by 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Star Butterfly.
And eventually, our career has to work on Mother's Day. So our career still got some time. And it's going to be a very busy day once that day comes.
More books. Do you know what day it is today? Yes, that I know. Mother Yes, I want you to make one more statement. No, I am not gonna make you a card. You know and know I think you make cards.
Yeah, Morbucks told Star she doesn't even make cards. So yeah, Morbucks is forced to make a card for her.
You will be grounded longer than will I make myself clear? Yeah, I hear you have input.
Loud and clear.
Make sure you have it done by 2 p.m. and come downstairs, Justin, so we can see the card.
So yeah. And thus, Morbucks told the viewers that she's going to write Star a mean Mother's Day card. So eventually, 2 p.m. arrives.
It's 2 o'clock. Justin and your box should be done.
And fun fact, we were originally going to feature the Bruno Mars song "Just the Way You Are" here in this sequence, but unfortunately that got the video blocked, so the song was eventually cut from the video.
Let's find out Scarlet. Justin, your box. Time to see the card.
Yeah, because sometimes there's usually some copyright things where they force you to mute the music or something. That's true, Smolder.
That's good to hear. I will start with Justin, since he is becoming a good boy in this house.
Yeah, and to this day, he's still a good boy. Thank you, Smolder.
Here it is. This describes how much of an amazing mom you are.
Yeah, even though his real mom wouldn't show up until 2023, as true, Smolder. So yeah, and the card I wrote, it's a little hard to see, but it's on Google Photos, and we'll show you it for a future stream. We even included some of our creators' favorite shows and movies, which are Chalk Zone, The Big Bang Theory, Broken Arrow, Die Hard, Tiny E, and of course, Osmosis Jones.
This is the nicest card I've ever seen. Thank you so much for saying those nice and cute things about me.
You're very welcome, Star.
Yeah.
Justin, your card was also creative too.
This was one of the few signs where Justin would develop his fictional relationship with her.
I agree with Sarah, and I see you added your favorite movies and TV shows on here, such as Broken Arrow, Die Hard, Time to Maze, Osmosis, Jones, Shipzone, and The Big Bang Theory.
And speaking of Broken Arrow, Star Butterfly did get him Broken Arrow. And he still has it on DVD as of this very day.
Wow, you got me Broken Arrow on DVD. Thanks, Star. You are the best mom in history.
What
alongside Mrs.
what
Knight
DVD
from
is
Big
that?
Time Rush.
Broken Arrow. It stars John Travolta, the voice of Bolt.
Oh, Broken Arrow. Okay.
Susan Law, Millie Tablee, etc.
Or, you're truly welcome to see. I'm glad to have a good thing with you.
And I
Yeah.
you along with Jake Long, Starlo, and Jack the Maker Guy. That was very nice seeing them just great. Anyway,
Now it's time for Moorbucks' card.
Oh yeah, Morgan. You go ahead and show me your card. Here you go, Star.
And unfortunately, she wrote some mean things about her. That's true, Professor Von Drake. She even told her to take anger management class. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Moorbucks actually told Star to take anger management class.
Mamma mia!
Mamma Mia is right, Luigi. Anger management class? Justin, did you really write that? Hey, I wanted to make things funnier. Besides, Moorbucks has to have the mean selfishness in her. That's true, I guess. But still.
What's in the column is this rap? This is the worst card I have ever seen. And you're also extremely rude.
Yeah, Morbucks. You were supposed to say nice things to her.
Yeah, Moorbucks.
Morbucks, think again. Stars away. Yeah, I agree with Jack. Morbucks, all you are is a spoiled brat who wants to be a Powerpuff Girl like Scrappy Doo.
And what Justin says is actually true, and that's facts. Because in the Scooby Doo movie from 2002, there was one scene where after Mystery Inc. kicked Scrappy Doo out of the Mystery Machine, he said, "I'm as cute as a Powerpuff Girl."
Oh yeah, that's what should say. I'm as cute as a Powerpuff Girl.
I can't stand this rubbish anymore.
Yeah.
I think it's
Oh yeah, those were good times. Good times indeed.
Yeah, that was a funny scene in that movie anyway. So, yep, Moorbucks gets another burning from Jake Long.
Wrote that card for me.
Really, Moorbucks? You think someone else wrote that card for you? You're a liar. You wrote that card.
Well, yeah. Well,
Even Jake called her.
that is.
Yeah. Even Jake called her a liar, pants on fire.
Or should I liar,
She would
liars
never say
behind
something to
pants
Star
on fire.
Butterfly like
What
that.
do you know,
Wait,
liar?
you are grounded until I get Broken Arrow on DVD in real life.
Now go back to your room, young lady.
I really do smell like marshmallows.
Yeah, and Moorbucks went back to her room saying, "I really do smell like a marshmallow." Well, that's what happens when she gets burned by the American Dragon. All right. Now, here's the episode where Justin behaves at Rudy's sleepover. This is one of the first long episodes we made so far. This one is 8 minutes.
Hello.
So yeah, rather than beginning with Justin in his room, it begins with Star Butterfly getting a phone call from Rudy's parents.
This is Star speaking.
I'm Joe Templeby.
And we are planning to bring Rudy's parents back for a future stream. We remade Rudy and Penny and Snap so far. Hopefully soon we can remake his parents.
Do you want me to get him?
I have something exciting I want to invite up to.
Yeah. We pitched the idea for having Al Creator spend the sleepover with Rudy is because Al Creator loves having sleepovers. And I remember he loved having a sleepover with his cousin Ryan.
Come in.
Joe Tabuti wants to talk to you.
Joe Tablee,
Yes, Joe Tabuti is Rudy's dad.
Rudy's father.
Yes.
In that case, put him on speaker. Hello, Joe. What's going on?
Hello.
Yeah, he has the same name as our favorite host on Blue's Clues, Joe, or Joe Mama.
Sleepover with Rudy, my favorite Chalk Zone character. I am so interested. So what time do you want me to be over?
I say about 1:01:30. Hope to
Yeah.
see you soon. Well, anyways, I will get everything ready. So I will see you soon.
So yeah, Joe is inviting Justin to a sleepover at Rudy's house around 1 or 1:30.
Best make a bag and bring whatever Rudy brings. And be prepared. We will leave in about 10 minutes.
So yeah,
Well, time to get what I want to bring.
to quote the French narrator, 10 minutes later.
Okay, Star Butterfly. I got everything ready.
That's good, Justin. Now let's get you on over to Rudy's house. And you promise to be on your best behavior, right?
Star, I have loved you since 2016.
Yeah, Star. You know Justin's gonna be on his best behavior.
You know I will be on my absolute positive behavior.
That's the spirit. And if you behave well, I will give you a good reward. But
Yeah,
anyway,
everyone knows
let's
Justin is
get you
always
to
a good person.
That isn't true. That's true, Bendy. And also, as you saw right there, that was the original design of Star's house. Originally, we originally made Star's house with the colors of her outfit, but in late 2021, we decided to give the house a makeover by featuring some blue and yellow and some different colors to make it more interesting. Just thought the house needs an extreme makeover. Yep, Millie's indeed right on that one. Justin is still the biggest chalk zone lover out there.
Yes, Mrs. Debris. I am ready to have a fun day.
Don't worry. I will be sure to pick up Justin tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Sounds good stuff.
Justin, I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. to pick you up. You have a fun day with Rudy and Penny.
I will start later.
So, yep, and thus the sleepover officially begins.
Mr. Debris, where are Rudy and Fanny?
They're up in Rudy.
And also, tonight that we are going to Red Robin.
And Millie told them they were going to Red Robin for dinner. Al Creel loves Red Robin, although it's been a while since he hasn't been to that place, but it has some good food there. Yeah, Oscar. I love Red Robin. Their burgers were really good.
You got it, Mrs. Debris.
Because to quote the commercial, Red Robin, yum.
Red Robin. Oh,
Where is Snap?
oh, I miss
Snap
that
is back
place.
home in Chalk Zone. You know why? Don't want to tell anybody about the truth about Chalk Zone.
Yeah, and the reason why Snap wasn't featured in this episode was because Rudy doesn't want to tell anyone about Chalk Zone because he had to keep it a secret.
Oh, of course.
That's understandable.
Yeah, because I remember in the episode Incident Exposure that news reporter Terry Buffont almost had tried to expose Chalk Zone on national TV. Yeah, I remember that episode, Boo.
What do you want to do?
So sometimes you got to keep everything a secret. Like another example is Eliza Thornberry, because we know she couldn't tell anyone her secret about her talking to animals. But unfortunately, she had to tell them to. Do I dare have to say these names? Sloan and Bree Blackburn in order to save Debbie.
Yeah, Justin, I'm with you on those jerks.
Yeah, that makes us even.
Because at 3, your parents are taking us to Red Robin for dinner.
Hey, how about we watch Red Robin science show?
Oh, my Bob Saget. I love Bill Nye Fanny.
Yeah, and thus Penny suggested that they should watch Bill Nye the Science Guy. Our Creel loves Bill Nye the Science Guy. Yeah, he used to watch it a lot when he was in school.
Right back at the Fanny. I got it right here.
Yep.
Indeed pudding. That is called magic pudding.
Hey guys, I think we got time to watch one more thing.
Hey, wait.
Anyone want
I remember the singing sing like the chatty stuff, and Snap was trying to pull the moon, and he's like singing with me like, "Let me go, let me go." That was so.
Oh yeah, that was funny. That was funny indeed.
to watch Die Hard with a vengeance?
Even though this film is rated R. Sure.
And by the way,
Yeah. So afterwards, Justin, Rudy, and Penny watched Die Hard with a Vengeance. Even though Rudy and Penny are 10 years old, they're still allowed to watch R-rated movies. But in real life, you gotta be with an adult to watch an R-rated movie, because that's how the Motion Picture Association of America works.
Agreed, Penny. I like the part where John McClane and Zeus were escaping those gangsters.
well, I love the part where John killed Slime and Goofy.
And I love the part where John and Zeus drove through Spencer Park.
And thus, this is where Justin, Rudy, and Penny go to Red Robin.
Time to get some Red Robin. Thanks for dinner, Mr. and Mrs. Tabooty.
Thanks for dinner, Mr. and Mrs. Tabooty.
Thanks for dinner, Mom and Dad.
There was no time here.
And before they started eating dinner, Mrs. Tabooty was questioning Justin on what they did so far.
Wait, Dad. Wait, you saw Die Hard?
Yes, Mom. Saw the first 4 movies in theaters, but we have not saw the 5th movie yet.
Yeah, the 5th Die Hard movie we still need to get, because we have the first 4 Die Hard movies, but our creator doesn't have the 5th one. That's true, Oscar Proud.
Mr. Tabooty, I have the first 4 Die Hard movies on DVD, but I don't have the 5th one yet. I might get it soon.
Well, guys, wasn't that an amazing dinner?
Yes, it was. Tall butterfly, picking a afternoon walk.
So yeah, Millie told Justin, Rudy, and Penny that they have to get in their pajamas.
Rudy, Penny, I just want to say this is the best sleepover I have had.
And yeah, this is Justin in his pajamas right there. We're definitely going to try to bring back his pajama outfit soon for a future episode. And thus, it was time for them to go to bed.
Good night, Penny.
Yes. Well, in the words of the grandpa from the Waltons, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, that's a very funny.
Good morning.
And thus, it's officially the next day, and Star Butterfly is here to take Justin home.
Well, guys, I better get dressed and head home. I will see you again later.
So, yep, it was time for Justin to head back home.
I am so proud of you right now. I heard you were on your best behavior today.
Yes, I was Star Butterfly.
Justin was on his absolute best.
Star, if you ever want to have Justin sleep here again, just call us and let us know.
Yeah, we might have Justin have another sleepover with one of his friends. We might pitch that idea soon when we get the chance.
Let's get in the car and head home.
And thus, when they got home,
Hey, Justin, I heard you were on your best behavior at Trudy's sleepover.
yep, Star Butterfly got our crew another reward for being on his best behavior. And that would be Osmosis Jones, one of his favorite movies of all time to this very day.
One of my favorite movies of all time.
Yesterday, we got this for you to count the figures told us how well you behaved.
Thank you, guys. You are
And we're definitely going to watch Osmosis Jones soon when we get the chance as well.
the best.
Oh, yes.
You were very well.
There's some more bad booty shaking piece of news. But, yeah. No, what did I actually curious about? Whatever happened to that Starlo fellow that you guys
The
have?
big palm rush.
Oh, Starlo? Well, it's been a while since we haven't seen her on our channel. But let's just say she's been kidnapped because that's going to lead into the special that's coming out this summer where Justin and Star Butterfly have to save them from William Benedict.
Oh, you mean that Wilbur really says school's out?
Dang right.
Is also my favorite
Oh, I see.
This is why I
Well,
was.
it's Starlo's number 2. Super Pet, I will say.
Jack's trying to speak.
Oh, here that's Starlo.
Clee, Jack's trying to speak.
Super Pet, I hear the sound of me.
Pinhead, Jack's trying to speak.
This is why I despise characters who yell too much. Like Film Janet, for example.
Yeah. Especially because he's voiced by the same actor who did Hades from Hercules, which is none other than James Woods, who also did Falcon from Stuart Little 2, Reggie from Surf's Up, and he was also Gloomiest Maximus from Roly Poly Oly, the Great Defender of Fun, which we still have on DVD, and Roly Poly Oly was still our childhood to this very day.
Oh, I remember Roly Poly Oly. Yeah, but still, Starlo. When Super Pet, you sound today. Boom. I'm going to stay here, Starlo.
Me Star again.
Don't worry, Justin and Star are going to save Starlo this summer.
You were very well.
Alright, but if they ever need any help, they know who to go. Super Pinhead.
Yep. So afterwards, Justin and the rest of his family decided to go see the Big Time Rush movie in theaters for another reward. Now, here comes another one of our favorite episodes. The next episode was when Justin behaved with Marco Diaz. So this is a sequel episode to the video of Lincoln discovering Star and Marco's relationship. Due to the fact that our creator was only in the video for only a minute, he said to himself, hey, maybe I should make a sequel video to that video. And so we did.
Man.
Let's see. It's here somewhere. Hold on a second. Where is it? It's one of these videos. I think we downloaded it somewhere. Hold on. It's either I think it's one of these two. Let's see, is this it? No. I think it might be in a different. Hold on a second. We'll be right back real quick.
Okay. Yeah. Also, this water search for Justin Gets Rewarded is brought to you by Cool. It will be most attachments for any charging cable. Available now to TikTok shop.
All right, we are back. We just found the episode. Just took us about a minute or two to find it, but at least we got the episode ready. So Here's the time when Justin behaves with Marco Diaz.
Man, I feel bored today. I mean, I just finished up watching more Chalk Zone episodes. But besides that, I feel like I want to do something fun today.
Yeah, Justin's been watching Shark Zone for almost the entire time in his room, so it was time for him to do something different.
Like what? I think I will go talk to Star Butterfly.
This was also the first time we saw a different point of view of his room, which features some more posters, including the Casagrandes and Star vs. the Forces of Evil.
You know, I remember Star Butterfly took Lincoln to meet Marco Diaz before, but I have not got the chance to meet him.
So Justin didn't get the chance to meet him until the idea struck him.
You know what? I will ask Star Butterfly and see if she can take me over to hang out with Marco for a while.
So yes, despite having the minor role in Lincoln discovers Star Marco's relationship, it was the right thing to make this video. That's right, Candle.
For a second, because I have been thinking about doing something fun today.
Okay, Justin, what came up in your mind today?
Well, Star, you remember the time?
Well, I mean, as long as it's like the right thing to do, I mean, I guess it's okay.
And I remember you were in the video for only like a minute.
Yeah, to be honest, I wasn't really that comfortable with having a minor role in that video, but that's okay. At least I was able to get a main role in this video.
Why do you ask?
Well, Star, I have never met Marco before, so I was thinking, do you think we can hang out with Marco for a bit? I know Lincoln got to hang out with him, but not me.
Yeah, if Lincoln can hang out with Marco, then our creator should too.
Justin, you actually never got to see that person. Well, I will tell you what. Yes, we will go hang out. How does it sound?
Really? You mean it?
Yes, she does.
I know you have been a very good boy in this house, so we will go hang out with him for, I'll say, about 2 hours.
For 2 hours.
This means a lot to me, and I really think you and Marco a perfect match together, just like Emperor Tuchko and Melina.
Yeah, even though Star and Marco's their love for one another was rushed in season 4, our creator still thinks they were a good couple. But it was kind of rushed in season 4. That's why we thought Kim and Ron's relationship in Kim Possible was much better. It wasn't as rushed unlike Starco.
You're very welcome. We will leave in about a minute or two.
Okay, Star, but first, I want to get into a nice outfit real quick. It's in my closet.
All right, Justin, take you.
Oh, that's right. This was the first episode where Justin decided to wear something fancy. So Justin decided to wear one of his outfits. And it's a shirt that looks just like Steve from Blue's Clues.
Oh, and you're not bad on it.
So yeah, after when our creator realized that he liked wearing this shirt, our creators decided to wear some more outfits for some future episodes.
Well, Star, I'm bringing my computer to show
Very interesting.
And my DVD of Broken Arrow in case it's Marco. And we want to watch a movie together.
So yeah, Justin bought his computer, his portable DVD player, and one of his movies, Broken Arrow. And while on the way there, Justin got a phone call from Jack himself.
Oh, JackTheMakerGuy, what is going on? Well, just left the house. Where are you two going? Well, remember the time Lincoln got to go with Star to see Marco Diaz? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which was back in at the start of May of that year.
See if she can take me to hang out with Marco, and she agreed.
Wow, that's amazing to hear. So when will you two be back?
Well, I hope I get a main role in that Casagrande's revival, depending if it happens. I haven't made an appearance since it ended after just 3 seasons.
Yeah, that is true, Adelaide. Well, again, let's hope for the best. Keep those fingers crossed, because I think they should make some episodes featuring some characters who deserve a main spotlight or something, like Adelaide, for example.
Yeah, because Carl keeps on hogging the spotlight. seriously, Nickelodeon needs to be fair. But since I shared the idea of mine with Rob Paulson, I hope he can make Nickelodeon understand. Since he's been in a ton of games, shows, and movies, including
Yeah,
including Nickelodeon ones.
yeah, that's true.
Okay, Jack. Fine.
I even told Rob the truth.
It was
Yeah, the
Maker.
truth.
We wanted to know where you and I were going.
Because well,
And we will be back.
because well, in the words of the genie from Aladdin, tell her the truth. So yep, and eventually Justin and Star made it over to Marco's house, and thus the hangout begins.
Good to see you and free Mark.
Hello, Marco. I'm Justin. I am part of Star Butterfly's family. I have been with her since January when I got to help her ground more bucks.
Yeah, in that case, Justin joined Star's family ever since the time she ran it on The Big Bang Theory, one of his favorite sitcoms. You got that right, Ludwig von Drake.
Get better. Justin has been a very good boy in the house. He gave Penny new glasses. He wrote me a cute Mother's Day card. And he even behaved at Rudy's sleepover.
Yep, Star referenced all the first 3 episodes we did so far.
So now, I decided to take him over here and hang out for 2 hours. After that, me and Justin will head home.
So you're probably wondering, what is the first thing they did together? Well, they decided to watch some Chalk Zone on his computer.
I brought my laptop with me, and I was wondering if you and Star are interested in watching my favorite Nickelodeon show, Chalk Zone.
Oh yeah, and Marco hasn't heard of the show before.
Well, Marco, it was a Nickelodeon show that ran for 4 seasons, and it ran from 2002 until 2008. It is about a 10-year-old kid named Woody, who alongside his friend Penny, drawing Snap, go on amazing adventures within Chalk Zone.
Exactly. Justin has told me all about the show before, and it was amazing.
Yeah, and to this day, it's still an amazing show. So that was the first thing they did together.
Sometimes when I go somewhere, I like to wear some nice clothing.
And Marco even complimented Justin's shirt, which again is based on Steve from Blue's Clues. And also, we also want to thank 23 years because 23 years ago today, Steve left Blue's Clues to go to college.
Okay, so
I'm glad you liked it, Marco.
okay,
And
so
now,
the
I
other
got
bogus
something
bag,
fun
but
I
you know
want
what?
to do next.
We're not
Hey,
gonna bother
Marco,
them.
do
We're
you
just
have some
we're just
conflict?
going to leave it alone because they say if you leave them alone, if you leave
Well,
them,
I
alone,
was
if you
wondering
leave
if you
them
want
alone,
to watch
they'll
a
leave you
movie,
alone.
me and Star.
Exactly, Woody.
Yeah,
This amazing
yeah, because
Broken
if we
Arrow.
attack them,
This
they're
is one
going
of
to
my favorite movies
they're going to get
starring John
scared and they're
Travolta.
going to,
This movie
of
also
course, they're going to
stars
attack
Christian
us back.
Slater, Samantha Mathis,
The best thing we
Delroy
can do
Lindo,
is just
Frank
like
Whaley,
um,
Duncan, and Howie Long.
leave them alone, and then maybe they'll fly away and
Enjoy
get
this.
out here on
I gave
by
this movie
themselves.
to Justin on Mother's Day after he wrote me a really cute card.
Yeah. And after watching Chalk Zone, they decided to watch Broken Arrow. It would be the last thing they would do together before they head back home.
Yeah, yeah. Also, Jared, look, I found you.
Oh, a Clee Jack the Maker guy.
Hi, Queen Me.
Yeah.
Well, Justin, I think it's time we will head
Wow,
back
it's like
home.
I can see you in the mirror.
Well, Red Star. Will we
Except
forget to
that
hang out with Michael Gay?
Of course, maybe next week we will all go
yeah.
and hang out with you
Well,
together.
Sounds good, Star.
Yeah. So thus the hangout was over and it was time for Justin and Star to head back home.
Marco, you have a great day.
But it wouldn't be the last time we would see Marco. He would eventually return for some more episodes.
It was awesome. I'm glad I got to have a fun day with him.
By the way, Justin, 2 cold sides of Jonathan Blue's Clues. Nice shift.
And Starlo also did a quote from side table draw from the Blues Clues episode, a surprise guest, where she told Justin, "Nice shirt."
Thanks, Starlo.
Yeah, that is a nice shirt you're wearing.
Why, of course, Jake Long.
Yeah.
Butterfly said that to me earlier. Next week, she will take us all to hang out with Marco.
Nice compliment, Queen me.
Yeah, nice compliment.
I got you the best DVD.
Thank
Will love
you.
so much.
Oh boy, what is it, Star?
And thus, Star got Justin the complete series of Chalk Zone. He still has it on DVD as of today.
Yes, I did. I still know you are a big fan of chocolate.
Yeah. Look at you. You got that good Nick Jr. drip you're blowing on there.
Yeah. So yeah, Justin still has the complete series of Chalk Zone. He got it for his birthday back in 2019, and here Star Butterfly gave it to him as a reward.
Thanks, Star. I love you so much. I'm glad you really made my day today.
I love
Yeah.
you too.
Holy moly! And what a good structure, baby.
Thank you, SNG3.
Is it him?
I agree with Jack the Maker Guy, Justin. I want to see some Chalk Zone episodes too.
And at the end, Justin decided to let everyone join in into watching him watch Chalk Zone.
Let's watch some Chalk Zone.
All right, that was episode 4. And speaking of the Casa Grandes, next up is the episode where he behaved at dinner with them. Let's see.
Time for a fly round.
Yeah. So now it's time for the episode where Justin behaved at dinner with them.
No.
Has anyone heard of the Goonies? Because I've never seen that movie.
Oh, we have the Goonies. It was a great movie.
Yeah,
we have the Goonies.
Because I heard that Sean Astin was in that movie as a kid.
Yeah, that is true. He was in it alongside Corey Feldman and Josh Brolin. That was a great movie. That was before he voiced Raphael, and he was also Lonnie Loud, and even, of course, Special Agent Oso.
And like I said, I haven't watched Special Agent Oso in years.
Yeah, I actually haven't watched the show in a while, actually. I forgot the last time I watched that show. But yet, it was still a childhood favorite of mine.
I haven't watched the Chalk Zone the past few days. I think I am gonna watch something else. But what?
So now Justin is going to watch something
I
else.
just noticed that there was an audio glitch.
Oh, audio glitch. Huh. Well, that's odd. Well, to quote Widget from Wow Wubsy, that wasn't supposed to happen.
And I also heard the Goonies is getting a sequel.
Oh yeah, we did hear about that as well. All right, hang on a second real quick. We're going to try to fix this audio glitch, something like that. We'll be back in a minute. Hopefully this won't take too long.
Yeah. Oh, right. Take your bloody time. Yeah. So yeah. So there is a book. The like buzz one. If I ran. That's a boss on you. I mean that couldn't look like a fourth wall, man. That has to be looking something different. Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, we're actually gonna let it just like fly away, you know. Let him just like fly on his own instead of just like attacking it because apparently because everyone knows if you're trying to attack it, it will like either be scared or try to attack you. So that's why we're just gonna leave it alone instead of trying to give it a bit. So yeah, it's the right thing to do when dealing with a bee. Oh, I am glad you guys are actually doing this the gentle way instead of trying to do the violent way. Because the violent way just sounds wrong. I feel like it sounds really wrong trying to do something wrong with violence.
All right, we're back again, and I think we got it fixed this time. All right, take two.
You know, I haven't watched the Chuck Zone the past few days. I think I am gonna watch something else. But what?
So Justin decided to take a break from Chalk Zone and watch Big Time Rush.
After all, I still know Carlos also voiced Bobby on the Loud House and the Casa Grandes.
And what Justin said is true. And again, he'll be meeting Carlos this August when he goes to see Big Time Rush in concert again.
Speaking of Casa Grandes, it looks like Ronnie Ann is calling me. I wonder what she wants. Hello, Ronnie Ann. What's going on?
Hello, Justin.
So yep, Ronnie Ann is inviting Justin over to her place for dinner.
Oh?
Wow,
How intriguing.
that is amazing. What are we having? Let me guess. Tacos.
It's a surprise. Do you know it?
Yeah, Justin thought it was going to be tacos because, well, tacos is a Mexican food. And what's a coincidence is that Justin actually had tacos earlier for dinner.
Oh, okay. I also have one more.
Oh, well, in that
Sure.
case, we can consider this like a minor
Is
coincidence.
Chang going to be there? You know she is my favorite character from your show.
As a matter of
Yeah, and Justin asked if Sid was going to be there, and Ronnie Ann said yes.
yes.
Amazing. What time do you want me to be over?
4:30 is my best.
Okay, Ronnie.
And he needs to be there around 4:30.
And if she wants to come, I will get on a nice outfit and I will see you at 4:30.
All right, then. You have your say.
So yep, he better look ready for this one.
You know, about the Goody sequel, it's still in production.
Yeah, because it's gonna take the film's probably not gonna come out till I don't know, maybe 2029 or 2030 because can't rush production on a movie.
And I hope Sean Austin will return to voice the 2012 Raphael in the Casa Grandes / 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, depending if it happens, because recording your lines for cartoon characters much simpler than playing a live action character. Am I right?
Yeah, I guess. And even though the Proud Family is a Disney show, I still think at least we can make the Proud Family characters interact with the Casa Grandes characters here on Rapper Offline.
She's inviting me over to her apartment in Great Lake City.
No way. Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding, Star. Ronnie Ann's family heard that I have been a good boy recently, and they are inviting me to their apartment for dinner. And I was wondering if you would like to come with me, Star.
Well, I know you love the cost of it, so I will come with you.
And Starlo also came along as well.
Hey, Justin, what are you two talking about today?
Well, Starlo, Ronnie Ann is inviting me over to her apartment.
Also, I think I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now. I do want to see Starlo's old design back as well. I think we'll use her old design for when we rescue her and Jake this summer.
And Star Butterfly is going to
Because I still prefer some old looks for some characters, and it'll be nice to bring back some old looks again.
Sure, I'm actually surprised about what is going on, Justin. First Trudy and Penny invited you to our food for her. Now I want to invite you.
I know. I am going to wear my favorite blue sweater because I know Ronnie Ann wears a purple sweater. So I thought, why not wear my blue sweater?
So Justin's gonna wear a blue sweater that looks similar to Ronnie Ann's, but Ronnie Ann's is purple.
Okay, Star.
And according to Star Butterfly, she said Great Lake City is 2 hours away from where they live in Middletown. Because Justin, we decided to feature the location for our rewarded series in Middletown, which is our creator's hometown he lives in. That's true, Ludwig von Drake.
That looks nice on you.
Thanks, Starlo.
Yeah, not only is our creator's blue sweater based on Ronnie Ann's, but it's also based on Tom from Edgeworld because Tom wears a blue hoodie just like that. That is also true, Ron Drake.
Are you two ready for dinner with
Oh,
the
it's good.
dramas?
How think I remember that?
I'm ready as I rather be.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we'll definitely watch Edgeworld soon. I remember watching Edgeworld a lot when I was a teenager.
Hey, Justin. I didn't ask you this, but did Ronnie and tell you what we are having for dinner?
Well, she told me it is going to be a surprise, so I'm gonna guess tacos.
That is the best guess, Justin, because we know Ronnie Ann's family always eat Spanish food.
That is indeed true, Starlo.
I might also guess this dish might be rice, but not just some ordinary rice. Spanish rice.
Spanish rice. Yeah, what Justin said is actually true because there is also a Spanish type of rice, which is what he actually had for dinner earlier as well with his tacos.
Excellent prediction, Justin.
Hopefully we will know it is good to get there.
Sorry, butter.
I'm gonna give Rob Paulson some time to discuss my idea with Nickelodeon, right?
Yeah, it's gonna take a while anyway. We'll have an update on it soon.
I usually sleep on long road trips. Wake me when we get to the Casa Grandes.
All right, Justin.
So Justin decided to take a nap because Great Lake City is 2 hours away. And Justin actually does that sometimes. Whenever he goes on a long road trip, he sometimes falls asleep because, well, it takes a while to get there. So I don't blame him for that.
Hey guys, are we there yet?
We're here.
So yep, that sleep was worth it.
To wake up at the place. You know how I usually fall asleep on road trips.
It's okay, Justin.
Let's go. What's your only answer part?
So, meanwhile, with the Casa Grandes,
Oh, it's 27. They might be here any second. I had a good feeling they left early, so they can be here on time.
Ronnie Ann has a point, Sid. I know Justin lives 2 hours away from us.
That is true, Bobby.
yeah, and Hector also said, "I wonder how Justin is doing with Star Butterfly." Yeah. Hector has a similar thing with Pappy from the Proud family because, like Pappy, subtitles would usually appear on the bottom telling us what Pappy's trying to say.
Yeah. I might be watching this person try to speak.
Don't worry, Sid. Any time now, Justin will be showing up just knocking on the door.
And what Stanley said is true because there he is. So yep, Stanley made a great prediction that they would be here, and yep, here they are. I guess Stanley predicted the future. I guess so too, Oscar.
Exactly. You see, Ronnie Ann, my favorite color is blue.
Yep, blue is still our creator's favorite color to this very day.
During the past few years,
Bless me.
a lot of good things.
Yeah, bless you.
Gave Penny new glasses. The food and sleep over. And he even wrote me a nice Mother's Day card. Now, Justin, this was the nicest thing you have done.
Yeah, because, well, once again, Justin is such a good kid. Yes, I am, Oscar.
By the way, do you want to go hang out on the couch and talk to the others while I cook a dinner?
Sure.
Speaking of dinner, Justin told us you're making a surprise dinner.
Yes, I am. Justin took a guess it would be tacos in Spanish, right? Your son is actually right on the Spanish mark.
So yes, Maria is making the Spanish rice, but she is not making tacos.
That will be the
and
Justin,
it's the next best thing.
they were awesome. What I have been doing is watching my favorite TV shows, such as your show, Talk Show, Augie and Drix, The Buzz on Maggie, American Dragon J Clone, The Big Bang Theory, and many more. More recently, I got Broken Arrow on DVD the other day. You should check it out. It stars John Travolta and Christian Slater. Oh, and Star Butterfly is planning on getting me the complete series of Ozzy and Drix soon.
And Justin would eventually get Ozzy and Drix on the day he graduated from high school. And he still has it as of this very day. You got that right, Oscar.
I decided to wear my blue sweater because I know Ronnie wears a sweater, so I should wear one too.
What else is there?
Well, not much really, but I have been thinking to myself I may visit you guys a couple of times in case if I ever want to hang out with you guys.
That sounds like a great idea, Justin.
Hey, Mr. Chin, did you know your daughter Sid is actually my favorite character from the cast again? That's really?
Yep, Justin still likes Sid as of this very day. Yes, I do, Oscar.
Really, I think Sid is cute as Kirby.
Oh, but remember Kirby. Isn't he the big rat?
Yes, Mrs. Chin.
Hey, Justin, what is your favorite movie of all time?
Well, Carlos, I have a lot of favorites, most notably Osmosis Jones. That film is really funny. It stars Bill Murray as Frank the Door, housekeeper who Osmosis Jones must protect from a deadly virus named Trax.
What? Very scary.
Yeah, very scary indeed, Hector. Viruses are very deadly, too. Anyways, now it's time for dinner. So Maria made empanadas and rice. Alfredo has also had empanadas before, and they were delicious.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Maria.
So yeah, everyone was ready to eat, except for Justin, because he wasn't so sure if he's gonna like it or not.
It's nothing. I have never tried empanadas before.
Yeah, well, in the Guarma universe, he hasn't, but in Rap Offline, but in the real world, he has.
Well, Justin, you will love it. It's really good. My mom makes the best food.
Yeah, because, well, to quote that one Yo Gabba Gabba song, try it and you'll like it.
I agree with that.
Yeah, you may never know what you're know you try first.
Okay, here goes nothing.
And after eating one empanada, he loved it. Yeah, well, of course he did. They're delicious. Yeah, I'm going to take that as a yes, says Hector.
Actually delicious.
Wow, Jesse, I'm glad you didn't say yuck or anything.
What makes you think Justin would say anything about Starlo?
And and this is where Stoller refers to the time when Morbucks acted out at the dinner table.
You see, Bobby, a few weeks ago, Morabox tried some Star Butterfly's T-bone steak, and she hated it.
And then she started to act out by eating the ice cream Star Butterfly brought home. And after that, she got grounded.
You know Starlo. I'm glad Morbucks got grounded. All she is a spoiled brat.
And Hector says, when I was a young man and when I used to watch the Powerpuff Girls, every time I see her on screen, I just want to strangle her, just like Homer Simpson does to Bart. And what Hector said is true, because we know Homer usually likes strangling Bart sometimes with his famous catchphrase, "Why, you little?"
I feel the same way as you, Hector. I can't believe I used to like that jerk 5 years ago, but in 2017, when I look back at her, I find her very annoying.
But again, yeah, but that is true. But another couple of years later, Justin realized that despite her being annoying, selfish, and spoiled, she's still a cool villain. So that's why Justin decided to make her redeem herself, and have her admit her wrongdoings and stuff.
But still,
Oh, I can see that.
he was more.
Yes, Mrs. Santiago.
So yeah, while Morbuck is no longer a troublemaker, Chandler is still going to be a troublemaker. So will Dollar Dimple.
That was an excellent dinner moment.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
don't
dinner,
get me started on
Santiago.
that one. I actually remember that I had to deal with someone I loved like
Very
her.
amazing. This was my
Oh yeah, that was from that one Hell of a Boss episode.
Well, Justin,
Yeah, it was the episode when my daughter Octavia went out on her own just to see some media shower.
Unfortunately, since you behaved at dinner today, here is your reward. I have been holding on to this.
And yep, Star Butterfly did get him the complete first season of Big Time Rush.
Right. Thanks, Star Butterfly.
You're welcome.
Justin, you 100% deserve this for being on your best behavior today. We are so proud of you.
Maybe. You later. Sing with me.
So yeah, and thus the rest of the Casa Grande characters here want to watch Big Time Rush with him. Big Time Rush is still a really funny sitcom.
Of course. Come on, everyone. Let's go watch Big Time Rush.
So yeah, that's what they did. They all decided to watch Big Time Rush, and that concludes that episode. And next up is the first of a two. And next up, let me rephrase that. The next episode is a 2-part special: Justin and Star Butterfly versus Bill Bluff. Oh dear Neptune, I still hate Bill Bluff to this very day. In the Nickelodeon version, he wasn't mean. He was more of a decent character. But in the Disney version, oh my god, they ruined him. Disney ruined him and made him act like a villain. So thus, that was the reason why I wanted to make this special.
All right, Justin. Just be careful with your friends.
So as you see here, Justin's going over to the park to hang out with Rudy, Penny, Ronnie, Ann, and Sid. And it's at the Ronald Reagan Park, which is named after the 40th President of the United States.
Hello, Ronnie and Sid. Hello, Rudy and Penny.
Are you ready to have fun?
Yeah, this will be another hangout location for Justin and his friends. As a matter of fact, in the upcoming video where Justin saves his family from the big fat Karen, the beginning of the video will take place here at the Ronald Reagan Park. That is true, Candle.
My favorite movie of all time on DVD.
Let me guess. Osmosis Jones.
And yep, you guessed it. Justin brought Osmosis Jones with him for him and his friends to watch.
That is who Sid. So, are you guys ready to watch this movie?
Yes. Too bad this film will be box office bomb.
Yeah, I agree with Penny. It's a shame the film had to become a box office bomb. Probably because the people didn't like the gross out humor in the movie. But yet, it was really funny at the exact same time.
I know, Penny. I don't know why some people hate this movie. But oh well. Let's watch Osmosis Jones.
Well, just so far this movie is actually great. I agree with Rudy.
And thus, there he is.
Not yet. I am trying to watch something.
excuse me.
Hey, can you please leave us alone?
Will you close the book and movie?
Jesus Christ, Bill, settle down.
Oh, my Bob Saget. Sir, what do you want with?
Yep, Bill Bluff is one of the main villains in our series.
great jet ski from Earth, William Bill Bluff III. What do you want with us?
Hey, don't call me by my real name. My name is Mr. And second, I want you guys to leave this park right now.
And he's forcing Justin and his friends to leave the park when he doesn't even own this park.
Why you are not
I don't care. I own this park.
Liar, liar, pants on fire, stupid Mr. Bluff.
For your information, you don't own this park. This park was named after U.S. President Ronald Reagan.
You tell him, Penny.
What did I say about calling by my full name? I'm Mr. Bluff.
dude? Why are you acting like a Karen?
Yeah, why are you acting like a Karen, Mr. Bluff?
Because I know. Listen, my rules. Get out now or else I'm calling the police.
Hey, Bill Bluff, don't start with me and my friends. I bet I can beat your rich, spoiled butt. You should have done.
So, yeah.
It is. You do not talk to four of my favorite Nickelodeon characters.
You know I do.
So, yeah, Mr. Bluff is challenging Justin to a fight at the park.
Deal. Come on, guys.
Just, are you sure about this? You are not even strong enough.
But what Rudy said was right, because Justin now turns scared.
You okay, buddy?
Rudy is right. I need help. I want you guys to wait here. I will be back as soon as I can.
Okay, just you can have your fear.
So Justin had to get the help of Star Butterfly.
You seem a bit scared.
I am Star. The reason why we had to leave early was because I got confronted by Bill Bluff.
What? Bill Bluff? You mean Bill Bluff from Doug?
Yes, Star Butterfly.
Yeah, the Disney version of Doug, that is.
And to make matters worse, he is challenging me to a fight later, and I am so scared I am going to lose.
Or, listen, don't feel scared. I got you by my side, and I will help you beat Bill Bluff.
So yeah,
Star?
Justin is lucky he has Star Butterfly on his side.
Yes, you have been a very good boy, and I don't want to let anything happen to you. Come give me a hug.
Thank you, Star Butterfly. Without you, I would be screwed. Big time.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, he would be screwed big time. But luckily, Star Butterfly has an idea.
What?
Yeah?
I will be back in 3 minutes. I am going to make something very special for you. This is something you will also be able to keep.
Yep, and that would be his very own wand.
Okay, listen. My work here is done. Now, I want you to close your eyes.
Okay, Star. Now what do I do?
Hold out one of your hands. Now, open your eyes.
Yep, it's his very own wand.
Bust my buffers.
Is that
Yeah, bust my buffers is right.
my own wand?
Yes, Justin. You see, if I am going to help you beat Douglas with my magic wand, I thought about making you your own wand.
So yes, and as it is very day, Justin still has his own royal magic wand in the series.
And it comes with the same attacks as well, such as duplicate, glass, jelly, and hallucination.
Yeah. Don't worry.
You
Don't worry. You got
You
his
can also
try.
make the wand do your things too.
Cool. Let me practice first. Hey, Jack, can you come here, please?
Hey, Justin, what is going on?
Well, you see, Jack, Star Butterfly just made me my own wand that looks like hers, and she wants me to practice something friendly on you. Okay, one. Can you make JackTheMakerGuy juice, orange juice, flavored, please?
Yep, like our creator's fictional dad from an anime insanity.
Yes, I did, Jack. With the help of Star Butterfly, she made me my very own one to keep, and I am so excited to use this later.
Really? What's going on?
You see, Jack, I was at the park with Rudy, Penny, Ronnie, and Sid, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere came Bill Bluff.
Wait, you mean Bill Bluff? Bill Bluff from Doug?
Exactly, Jack. And then what happened is that Justin challenged him to a fight at the park later, and he was scared that he was going to lose.
Also, for some reason, Mr. Bluff kind of looks and reminds me of Donald Trump. Why would you say that, Professor Von Drake? I'm sorry, his behavior makes him act like Donald frickin' Trump.
Oh yeah, don't get me started on this. No, that
Star
Donald
Butterfly
Trump.
is right. Bill Bluff
Simply
is
brought a
evil.
menace to America.
He is basically like the Disney version of
Also, agree a stepdad claims he's a nice person. Seriously, whatever makes him say that?
Yeah, because I know there are some people who like Donald Trump, but other people hate him. There are controversies here and there saying mean things about Trump. Some people don't like him, yet some people do.
Yeah, to be very honest with you, I mean, I know I'm giving Donald Trump a chance, but I still don't trust Donald Trump in any way possible.
But
Yeah.
for the first time, it is time for me instead to fight the force of evil, Bill Bluff.
Well, Justin, wish you and Star.
So, yep, it's Justin's first time fighting a bad guy. Even Starlo and Jake also came in to support him.
Oh, my Starlo and Jake Long. How did you know about this?
Well, Justin, me and Jake Long were coming downstairs to see what you guys were doing, and then we heard you and Star Butterfly are going to fight Bill Bluff.
Wow, Starlo, you must have David's super sensitive hearing.
And by David's super sensitive hearing, that of course is a reference to the Upside Down show.
You started to
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Star Butterfly, I have a crush on you, and you are my favorite character from Star versus the forces of evil alongside Margot. And you know dang well I am ready.
Awesome. Let's get going.
Hey Jack, Jake Long and Starlo, do you want to come with us?
I am going to die. You are my friend and I would love to see you kick Bill Bluff's butt.
Me too. I also can't stand Bill Bluff as much as you, Justin. I am glad you and Star are going to fight a bad guy.
Yes.
Yep, for the first time
Well,
ever.
then, what are we still doing here? We have a bluff fight. Come on, everyone.
And that was part 1. Now, here is part 2.
Wait, there's 2 parts to this?
Yeah, this was a 2-part video. Here it is.
Oh, okay, this I gotta see.
I hope so, really. Justin is our friend, and I don't want him to lose and get killed. I really think so, sure. Especially how much of a jerk he has been to Duck and Skeeter.
That's facts right there, Penny, because in Doug's first movie, he was an absolute huge jerk to Doug and Skeeter. Even at the end of the movie, he almost threatened to kill Doug and Skeeter by giving them a living, rattling pain rack a nightmare, something like that, which I call child abuse.
Oh, your child abuse is a bad, bad thing.
Yeah. Even Sid said that this is Disney's fault. And I agree. Disney just screwed him up big time.
Hey guys.
And it looks like he is furious. Hello, Justin.
What's that you got there?
Well, Penny, this is my own magic wand. This is going to help me defeat Bill Bluff. Star Butterfly made me this.
That's right, Justin. You see, guys, Justin was so scared that he was going to lose. So that is when I decided to create his own magic one that looks exactly like mine.
Yeah, Justin can use not just attacks, but he can also do some nice stuff with the wand, like helping out his friends with
Sure.
or something.
Hey, Penny, do you want an apple?
Sure.
Okay, wand. Please give Penny an apple. Make it the normal red one, please.
Just like that.
Great Stephen Hawking.
Exactly, Penny. Well,
And speaking of abuse, you know that my so-called middle school teacher started to was abusing me. I refuse to say his name.
Yeah, we do not talk about that guy. And I know who we're talking about, but we're not going to bring up his name.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
worries me.
We don't talk about you know who.
Yeah, we don't. Yep, just like in the name of the song, we don't talk about Bruno.
To fight the force of evil. That stupid Bill Bluff.
You guys are long-sighted. Look it all. Can watch Justin and Star fight by sitting on a bench.
Okay, let's go find that stupid father.
Yep, he's still waiting there, waiting for Justin to come back, and he thinks he just chickened out on him.
Hey, Mr. Barf Bag.
And Justin called him Mr. Barf Bag.
I'm here with some help of my favorite star versus the forces of evil character.
Ilga, I can't believe you talked to my own sympathy like that. You're not his dad.
Yeah, you're not OJ, Mr. Bluff.
Yeah, well, so what? Listen to me, Bill. You do not, and I repeat, not talk to me or my friends like that. You are such a terrible father, and really almost threatening to kill Douglas Skeeter.
Yeah, he's a terrible father like Butters' his dad from South Park. Who I think is worse? Frickin' Bill Bluff over here.
You need to learn the word respect, man. No, I will never be respected as Skeeter. Both of them are jokes. And you guys are jokes as well.
Bill, don't start it.
Oh, he's starting it all right. He's still calling him a chicken.
Chickens. That's it.
And the fight begins. We even included this song from Super Smash Bros. Brawl, which is used on Final Destination. And Bill was going to punch Star Butterfly, not until she punched him back. Because you do not punch a girl. So Star Butterfly got him back. Just like that. It is funny, Rudy. And Sid just said, "Did you get punched by a magical princess?"
No, Bill, I think it's time for something to eat. Have some my jelly bean hallucination.
Yeah.
Jelly bean
Yeah,
hallucination.
Mr. Bluff. Have some candy.
Yeah. Because one thing you want to know, Bob, is you let your first smile.
And thus, he thinks the grass is jelly bean, so that's why Justin used the jelly bean hallucination on him.
Oh, geez.
Well, Rudy, it's called jelly bean
Here's a
hallucination.
life lesson, folks. Do not eat the grass. It's disgusting.
Yeah, totally disgusting.
Yeah, indeed.
Jelly bean hallucination.
Hey, what was that for? I was in the middle of eating jelly beans.
Bill, you are a freaking idiot, you know.
What's so funny? Why are you guys laughing at me?
Bill, do you even realise what you just ate?
Of course. Jelly beans.
Wrong. Sorry, Bill. But you were just hallucinating. You just ate the grass.
What?
Yeah, he ate the grass.
Correct, Benny. Wait.
And and the sound effect we used for Mr. Bluff growing up was also used in the Super Mario Brothers bloopers on YouTube. It was also used in some of Samster 5677's videos.
I think I am going to throw up again. You can have your funeral, but I'll be back eventually. Right now.
So yeah, Bill Bluff decided to quit because he couldn't take it anymore, and he has to see a freaking doctor because he's sick from eating the grass.
We sure did. Way to go, Justin. I am so proud of you that you finally come to your fear.
Thanks, Star. And you were right. I am glad you're on my side.
No thanks to you too. We now have the park to ourselves again.
Yep, and they had the parks to themselves again, so Bill Bluff won't go acting like a Karen on them.
Sure did.
So afterwards,
Justin, the star about this line.
You're welcome.
after they finished watching the movie, they returned home.
Thank you very much for helping me defeat Bill Bluff, Star Butterfly.
You're welcome, Justin. Again, I didn't want to let Bill Bluff do anything bad to you. So that is why I'm on your side.
And we are all on your side too, Justin.
Speaking of on your side, you know what else is on your side? What, Oscar? Nationwide. What? Oh, I get it. Nationwide is on your side. Good one, Oscar. Thank you.
Nathan Laws is on your side.
Bluff to do this to me, Rudy, Penny, Ronnie, and Sid.
Justin, Ronald.
Uh-oh. I think that answers your question, Justin.
Yep, Moorbucks hired Bill Bluff to do this to Justin.
Did you hire Bill Bluff to do this, Justin, and his friends to leave the park earlier?
Yes, I did. And it is now doing things to the stupid turd right here.
Hey, more bucks. Do not call me a blue turd. I am a blue Kirby for Bob's sake.
Yeah, Justin is not a blue turd. And the blue turd moment is a reference to the Mike's Toontown video when Kermit and Bart were reading Rocket Power, Reggie's Secret Admirer, where Homer called Cookie Monster a blue turd as well. Yeah, Bill Bluff is just as spoiled as Moorbucks.
You call yourselves friends? You're enemies. Why would you do this to Justin and his friends?
I will tell you why. Justin isn't that hard. He is so stupid, and he never does anything right. He should be grounded for that.
Dang, Moorbucks, that's harsh.
About me. You know dang well I am a good boy. I am so smart, and I always do the right thing.
That's enough, Justin. I'm grounded for 40 days.
That's it. Jake Long. Do what you were meant to do. And I am talking about the same thing that Bowser does to one of the characters when they lose a Bowser game in Mario Party 4.
And that is once again burning Moorbucks. Yeah, Bowser does the same exact thing in Mario Party 4 whenever someone loses one of the Bowser mini games.
I am right. What I said to Justin was a joke. It is like
Yep, it's a big boy dragon fire for her.
You dare try to ground Justin one more time, and we will force you to listen to Big Time Rush.
Yeah, what Jack said. And also, you are grounded until Jack the Maker Guy starts Justin for Hire.
wait.
Yeah, my For Hire series, which so far we only made one episode so far, which is McDonald's, which we'll definitely try to make more soon when we get the chance.
Are you kidding me? Justin is doing the one for high series.
That is right, more Justin for Hire series. And I've said
No buts, more buts.
Now go to your room right now.
That's not fair. Why is Justin getting his own series?
And on the topic of Big Time Rush, we actually featured our first song in the series, Big Time Rush and Jordan Sparks' Count on You. This is one of my favorite Big Time Rush songs. And we also got a couple of visits. The first one's from Marco.
Polo.
Of course, Marco Polo. Yeah, Marco came over to congratulate Justin. Yeah, no copyright infringement is intended in this video, folks. All rights go to their respectful owners. I wanted to feature the song in this episode because it makes me think of how much I adore Star Butterfly. Yep, she did indeed save our creator's life. So yeah, Marco even got to see Justin's one too. And for the first time ever, someone else aside from Star gave Justin a reward. Marco even gave Justin a reward too. And Star also gave Justin his reward too. Star got Justin the complete series of Ozzy and Drix. And to this day, he still has Ozzy and Drix on DVD. And then Marco got our creator, Titan AE. Face Off, actually. Tom was the one who gave Justin Titan AE his favorite Don Bluth film. And speaking of Tom, this was his first appearance on this channel, in which he is, of course, Star's ex-boyfriend. Tom will also definitely be back for more episodes as well. And even Tom was happy that Al created defeated Mr. Bluff because he agrees that he was a terrible father. Yeah, he's even worse than Butters' dad from South Park, because I know some people hated Butters' parents. So yep, like we said, Tom got Justin Titan AE, his favorite film from Don Bluth, the creator of An American Tale and The Land Before Time. Group hug.
As well as you, Jack, Darlo, and Jake Long. I'm glad to have all of you guys.
Or you're welcome, Justin.
Yeah.
I also Justin is one of my best friends I have had. I'm glad to be on his side too.
Hey, Justin, do you know if we watch one of the creative movies with us?
So yeah, the first movie they decided to watch was Face Off, which is another movie we still have as of today. And thus that concludes Justin and Star Butterfly versus Bill Bluff. Alright, we're halfway there so far. It's 10:06. I think we might watch maybe 2 more videos, and then afterwards I think we'll go ahead and stop for tonight because Jack has to go to bed soon. So we'll probably do the next episode maybe next week or something when we get the chance. So, next up is the time when Justin got the Karen, the big fat Karen, arrested. And the Karen will be coming back for the next episode after we finish up me, Haley, and reviewing the Proud Family. So this, of course, is the sequel episode to when Kylan and her friends encountered that big fat meanie. Whoops. Let me just put this in full screen. All right, here we go.
Love watching my complete series of Chalk Zone on DVD. As of today, it will always be my favorite Nickelodeon show. But you know, it is such a beautiful day outside. I think I will go for a walk to see my friend Kylan. But
so yeah, Justin decided to go over to Kylan's house today for this episode. And the shirt he decides to wear this time is, of course, a yellow squared shirt, as a reference to Joe from Blue's Clues.
I got my shirt on. Now I am going to let Star Butterfly know I will go see Kylan.
Even as of today, Joe is still our creator's favorite Blue's Clues host.
I'm grateful. That shirt looks beautiful on you.
Thanks, Star. I decided to wear this shirt because, Well, I am going to go see Kai Lan and hang out for like 30 minutes, and I will be back home.
Okay, Justin. That sounds like fun.
And Jake Long decided to go with him this time.
Jake Long. You see, Jake, I am going to hang out with Kai Lan and her friend too, Tall Lee and Ho-Ho. Yes, you can date.
Justin, you have a great time with Kyla. And whenever you and Jake are ready to come home, just call me and I will pick you two up.
Okay, Star Butterfly.
So, yep, it's off to Kai Lan's house for them to go. 25 minutes later.
So, Jake, do you think Kai Lan and her friends are interested in going on a ride on you because you are the American dragon and Kai Lan loves dragons, and so do I.
Yep.
I would go for a
There's
ride.
even the character Mr. Dragon on the show. You got that right, Smolder.
Look, can you please just leave us alone, Karen? I don't want you near my friends.
Yep, that big fat meanie Karen just came back for more.
Sorry, I would not have done this.
Why does that lady look and sound familiar? No, sweet James Sugada. That's the Karen that Kai Lan encountered not that long ago.
Yep. And Jake used his ear at the dragon because he hears that she's gonna beat up Kai Lan and her friends. Which that is freaking child abuse. Yes, it is, Smolder.
Oh, we will, Jake. First, I am going to call Osmosis Jones and Chief Furious to have her arrested.
And yep, he had to call the police on her as well.
Thank you for calling what is your first?
Ozzy, we have a code red going on. I need you and Chief Furious to get over to Kai Lan's house. We have an angry Karen who is about to beat up Kai Lan and her friends.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, it's one of those entitled Karens. And trust me, our crew does not like Karens. They're so rude, bossy, selfish, greedy, annoying.
Okay, Ozzy. Goodbye.
Oh, believe me.
Okay, Jake.
We don't want you to encounter any
And
people
now,
like that.
I have a special task for you.
And Justin has a special task for Jake. Burning that big fat Karen.
Karen, please. We are sorry.
A huge burning for threatening to beat up 4 of my childhood friends.
Yeah, just as she thought she was gonna give them a huge beating, she's now gonna get a huge burning.
Yes. Yes. What a brilliant idea.
Think you were
About the Fire Nation use by themselves. I think this is great.
Yeah, it is great. Oh, speaking of Jake Long, I do know he was on Avatar: The Last Airbender because he was the voice of Zuko. Yeah, despite me not having watched Avatar in a while, I still remember some bits and pieces of the show, and I do know Dante Basco, the voice of Jake, voices Zuko. So it makes sense for him to voice 2 people who have fire in them.
I was going to beat up Kylan and her stupid animal friends. They would not leave me alone ever since they encountered me not that long ago.
Oh my Bob Saget, Karen. I can't believe you were about to beat up Kai Lan and her friends. That is child abuse.
You're darn right it is, Justin.
That's it. Jake Long. Burn this Karen with your dragon fire.
Yep, it's payback time. Yep, sorry does not work on the American Dragon.
I want fireman red myself.
And yep, and thus the police are here.
Take her away, boys.
Well, Justin has told me all about you. You are the Karen and encountered Kai Lan and her friends say.
No, I think you got the wrong Karen.
Don't listen to her, Chief Gluteus. She's lying.
Yeah, well, in the words of the hitchhiker goes from the haunted mansion, don't listen to him. He's lying.
That's the Karen who was threatening to do something back to my childhood friends.
I knew that's it. You're there, right?
Yeah, you moron. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
Okay, I don't know if I'm watching an episode of Justice Reward series or an episode of Cops. Cops? Why would you say that, Fiery? Well, Ozzy and Chief Gluteus are cops, and there's actually a show called Cops. Oh, yeah, that is true. There was actually a show called Cops.
Bad boy. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What's a cop for you? Bad boy.
Yeah, that's how the theme song goes.
You're welcome.
So yeah, she would be in jail for an indefinite time, and she is set to return where she tries to beat up Justin's family.
Thank you so much for saving us from that plan.
You're welcome, Thailand.
I know. But thanks to you, Justin, and Jake Long, Karen is officially going to jail.
Yeah, because well, in the words of well, to quote the line from Good Burger, Kurt's going to jail. Kurt's going to jail. Kurt's going to jail. My version, Ken's going to jail. Ken's going to jail. Ken's going to jail.
Yeah. You're going to jail, boy. Say goodbye to the wife and tell your child.
With all due.
Yeah.
Sure.
So yeah, after a play date with Kylan, Justin and Jake returned home.
So Justin and Jake Long, how was your play date with Kyla?
It was fun. We play a tag. We got to play with Lulu, and we even had lunch with Yi.
Well, yeah, that is. It was just a spelling error.
She told us you got her in that single time. Never say a rest.
Way to go, Justin and Jake Long.
Thanks, Starlo. That Karen deserved it anyway.
Justin, Ronald, Connor, and Jake Long.
Oh no, not
Yeah, it was Moorbucks who hired that big fat meanie in the first place.
Yeah, that's right. I hired that Karen to wrap I land extra friend.
more bucks. Why would you do that? Me and Jack the Maker Guy. I love Thailand.
Yes, seriously, I cannot believe she would have to fire a big fat Karen just to harass Kylie and her friends. That's so stupid. I agree, Oscar. But in the next episode, it's revealed that Moorbucks fired that Karen. You'll see what happens when I send Jack the transcript soon. Okay. Yeah, and for this episode, not only Jake burns Moorbucks, but also Clee's favorite character, Haley Long. Yes, Haley Long is also in this episode too.
I want you to come over to start Butterfly's house again. Your brother wants you to burn more bucks again.
Sure, I will burn more bucks again. What did she do this time?
She hired a Karen to harass Thailand. Ran to Tall Lian Ho.
What? She hired a Karen to harass my childhood?
Yep, Haley is on her way right now.
You're welcome, Haley. See you soon.
And there she is.
Come in, Haley.
As of today, Haley is still Clee's favorite American Dragon Jake Long character.
Yes, I told her about that, which learned her even more if she does something bad again, like the time she pushed Queen Poppy in the river.
And Haley also referenced another episode of Moorbucks Gets Grounded, which was when Moorbucks pushed Poppy from Trolls into the river.
That's right, Haley. I can't believe more bucks would do this to our childhood, but now's your chance. Go burn that spoiled brat with Jake.
So yep, it's time for twice the burn in Dragonfire. Well, crap is right, Morbox. It's time for you to get what's coming to you.
That's right.
I told you this would
Go
happen.
further.
Yeah, she deserves to be burned by them.
Ever had a change in the last year? Jack and Justin's childhood.
Exactly. And more bucks, you're not only grounded until Justin for higher stars, but you are also grounded until I go to Rehoboth Beach.
Now go to your room, or else I will take away your crown.
So, yep, grounded once again.
I am bored. Sorry you had to see this again, Justin.
It's okay. By the way, I have something for you, Star Butterfly. This is for being a cutie pie to me and a really beloved mother.
Yep, Justin made that picture for Star Butterfly.
Justin, that picture is so sweet. You seem to give me a heart so happy.
That is right, Star Butterfly. You are a cutie pie to me, and I really have a crush on you.
Oh, thank you so much. I am glad you really adore me.
And Star's award to Justin was the DVD of The Rock, which stars Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage.
Great ball concerts. It's the DVD of The Rock with Sean Connery.
This is for being such a good son and being way better than mother.
Thank you, Star Butterfly. Again, you are such a cutie pie to me, and you make my heart feel super happy too.
You're welcome, Justin.
Wow, Justin, you really have a huge heart for Star Butterfly.
So, yeah.
That's right, Jake Long. But anyways, guys, who wants to watch The Rock with?
And thus, at the end, they all decided to watch The Rock.
I do.
And I do as well, Justin.
Awesome. Let's watch The Rock.
So, yeah. You know what? I did promise we would watch one more episode after this, but I think we're gonna go ahead and save it for tomorrow. I'm actually off from work tomorrow, so I think tomorrow we're gonna pick up where we last left off. We made some good progress so far, but I think we'll go ahead and take a break for tonight, and then we'll pick up tomorrow. As mentioned, our creator is off from work tomorrow anyway. So, guys, that's gonna be it for part 1 of us watching Justin's Rewarded series. This is just part 1. Part 2 will be coming out tomorrow, so we all want you to stay tuned for that. So, yeah.
All right.
So, we'll see you all tomorrow. As we're me and Boost at the end of every video and stream. Thank you so much for watching our stream, and we all hope you enjoyed.
As we move on, we say, thumbs up on this. Bye. Yeah, bye. Bye, everybody.